trapped. Tell me now how long this will last. Close my eyes and feel the burn. Now I see what I gotta do. Gotta open your heart, dude. Can't hold on much longer. I will never let go. I know it's a one-way track. Tell me now how long this will last. I'm not gonna think this way. Nor will I count on others.
producer, use a serpent just like Medusa. The sharpshooter blending it is like a dark cougar or Black Panther. Hip hop and rap's answer. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
What's up, my awesome players? How you doing? Welcome to another fantastic day. Happy Friday to all of you players out there. Yeah, we are having a awesome weekend. I hope you guys have been getting some gears on, because Gears of War E-Day Beta is retroactive. It's active now. Hope you're getting your game time in. I think tonight is going to be like the last night. I'm not too sure. I mean, that's what I've been hearing. But I hope not. I hope it's the whole entire weekend. But man, the time that I've been playing, dude, there's people on there right now that I have not played with since the 360 days. That's ridiculous. So yeah, so I mean, dude, I was having a blast last night and everything. And so what you're seeing right now is like the footage on there, and dude, it's freaking awesome and everything. Anyway, let's get ourselves going with this. Welcome to another episode of Gaming Trouble. I am Taurence Hudson, also known as Hud Zero, also known as the old school player, the Iron Heart of Xbox, and these are my awesome colleagues. We're going to start with the Neon Shogun. That's right, the one with the best shaped beard in the business and everything, my Samoan brother from another mother. He's all about those ARPGs, JRPGs, and also stealth games. The one and only Tony San Miguel. Yes, Daryl, Heidi, how's going on? Howdy-o! Dude, it's available on Steam, dude. It's available on Steam right now. You can actually get it. Yeah, go. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Dude, get on it. Get on it, bro. Okay, here, Tony? Okay, no problem. Hold on. I'll fix that again. Okay, I'm trying to see what's going on. Get here, Tony. Can't hear you either? Okay, no, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that right now. I don't understand why that does that. That happens all the time. Yo, CM Punk and the thing has been to get done dirty, and then pretty much in the industry, which doesn't make any damn sense at all. I don't understand why, but yeah, definitely. Got that going. Here we go. This. Alright. Hold on a second. Alright. We're waiting for you. Hey, we're waiting. Now they can't hear Josh. Okay. Well, right now, I'm just trying to figure out why it's doing the. Okay, now I see why. When I'm not doing. I am. No, I don't do that.
Can you imagine Taurence sitting in the room with the bra on his head and lightning in the outside, making a missile in his room?
I didn't. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear? You can hear them now, can you? Can't you?
Maybe.
Heidi, can you hear them? Just
Maybe.
just give me a
Tommy,
nod.
can you hear me?
Can someone hear me?
Okay, there. Okay, cool. We got you. You're live.
They got Tony.
No, that's Yoni.
Oh, Yoni.
Okay.
Oh,
you got
special.
Okay. So you got Tony. Yeah, he heard you too. You got both. All right, we're good.
All right, cool. We're good.
So
where was I?
let's do this again. Let's do this
Start
again.
over from the top, Tony.
Start from the top. Okay.
All right, I was saying hello to all the players and everything like that. I had a decent week, I guess. Work sucked as usual. So I'm happy to be here talking about the stuff I love, video games with my buddies over here. That being said, I haven't had a chance much to play this week. Just hanging out with my wife and working.
Dude, we're all working.
So I want to get some playing in this weekend.
Don't talk about work on this show. When it comes to this show.
Yeah, you know work's taboo. 500 push-ups for me.
Yes.
Don't work on the show.
Yes.
I'll take care of that tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. No talk about work. Don't talk about stress. No talk about politics. No talk about none of that stuff. We're all about fun. We're all about the espresso. Did you bring the espresso? I'm pretty sure you have it. Anyway, and of course, we're going to talk about our awesome fourth horseman of the gaming treble horseman. We're going to talk about the one who's all about those cars. He revs them up. He drives them up. He actually tweaks them. He makes them drive faster than you will ever see. And not only that, he will also build the computer that will take over the world. He is the one and only 455 vet, Josh Larson.
Hey guys, how are you this evening? It's been a long week, but I'm here. Happy to be here. I'm glad it's Friday, but I really haven't played a whole lot of games myself either, Tony. To be fair,
Yeah, we've just been busy, dude.
It's just been life, and it happens. It's the first start of school, all that crap. So it's just been everybody getting in routines and breaking the routines has been normal for the summer. But I did look it up. Gears of War beta does not end till Monday.
Yeah,
I got it downloading right now on Steam.
That's great news.
So maybe we can get on there this weekend and jam out a little bit.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna ask you something. Back in the day, shit, I completely forgot my train of thought. It's still boarding at the station. Back up to what you said a couple seconds ago.
Oh, you talking about the
What did you say before I cut you off rudely? Sorry.
What do you mean, Josh? Josh or myself?
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Now I've already lost my train of thought.
Oh no!
I just spaced the hell out. Like
I spaced as soon as I was about to ask you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, like,
the train
I
has
don't
left
know.
the station. Oh, they left the conductor. Oh no!
I know we're talking about Gears.
Isn't that like Most Speed 2 one? No, that was a boat. Under Siege 2.
Oh God, dude, Under Siege. You know that movie.
Right back.
Bro.
Yeah, that train was ready to blow.
Oh, indeed. Wow. And of course,
we'll circle back around whenever you remember.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And
It
of
could be
course,
weeks from now.
and of course, the third horseman who's not here just yet. We are going to, we're going to be going around the thing. We're going to wish him a very, very happy 45th birthday. Can you imagine this wonderful gent, this third horseman, the one who's all about the freaking, the freaking cosplays, the most awesome cosplays. Dude, all of his cosplays, if you guys have visited us for the first time, you got to go to his Instagram. Johnny Alicea. Look him up. He is, like, his cosplays are legendary.
Legit.
And not only that, that he actually got some accolades from SNK, from Sega, from all because
This ain't no Party City shit, man. He's got the real
No, he gets the legit shit. He gets the stuff custom made. Dude,
I think he makes them himself.
No.
He might. Who knows?
Well, dude. I mean,
We'll ask him when he comes down.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll ask him.
all I'm saying is Sega knew Johnny was so freaking cool back in the day. They released the Sega Genesis in North America on his birthday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sega
But
Genesis.
he was like, how old was he? Wow. He's 45 now, so.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Oh man, those days. You know what? Sega Genesis is like one of the most amazing. Let's talk about the Sega Genesis for a little bit. Let's discuss about the Sega Genesis.
Yes, let's.
Because Sega Genesis actually is one of the most legendary consoles of our time. It was like one of the most sold. It actually literally was rivaling the Nintendo Entertainment System at the time. This is before Nintendo decided to go to the Super NES. But believe it or not, their birthday is coming up fairly soon. But let me tell you something. Oh yeah, that's right. Johnny is Daryl just said Johnny is about a year older than him. Oh, okay, all right. But you guys don't look a day over freaking. Listen, everybody's been asking us, all of us, what have we been doing to keep our looking so young? You know what it is? We don't let life stress us out, man. It's just too much to explore.
It helps. It
does.
Oh. Getting rid of like stresses you don't need.
It does.
So that's probably why I'm aging like spoiled milk.
You need to jump into the what you call it, the fountain of middle age.
Yeah.
Dude, Taurence, you and I are pushing 50, dude.
Yeah, I know, dude.
We pushing 50.
We pushed it.
Bro, I'd watch TV when I was a kid, right? I'd see 50-year-olds then. Look at them. That was like Captain Steubing, Archie Bunker, George Jefferson. Those were 50-year-olds then. Look at us now compared to those guys.
I know. What are we doing? What are we eating? What are we... Dude, trust me.
Maybe it's the preservatives.
It must be the preservatives. Must be. All that Captain Crunch. But anyway, let's go into all the gushing about the Sega Genesis. Now, all of us were alive when the Sega Genesis was actually released. So all you youngins and everything, you can say, "Hey, you guys are dinosaurs," but you know what? Us dinosaurs were fucking cool and everything. We ruled the school. So let's just be real.
My knees pop like dinosaurs.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah,
what?
mine too. Thank you.
That is true. You know, mine haven't gotten to that point yet, but no, knock on wood.
I tweaked it rolling the other day, man. I was like, shit. There's my right knee.
I love it. Every time I get out of bed in the mornings on the way around the house, I'm just creaking and popping.
When I was your age,
We sound like walking bubble wrap. It's great.
When I was your age, you know, we used to walk to school pecking forwards and everything in one shoe, and we had to share my other shoe with my other brother.
We took a bus.
Yeah, I rode the bus. I don't know what hill you're down on here, but
You're channeling you like your great grandfather.
I was close. Listen. Where I was schooled and everything, I actually took the Shoelace Express. Okay, I actually took the, I
you live
walked
close to the school. That's why.
Yeah, well, of course,
they wouldn't pick you up. They don't pick
I
up
was
the
on
kids
the
that live
bus
too
for
close to
2
the school.
hours while I was trying to get to school. I was like the last stop.
Oh, really?
I was the last stop in the
bus ride was
evening,
that
so I was
long?
the first stop in the morning, and I was on that bus for like 2 hours until we got to school.
Oh, that's
So
What time
I
did it
loaded
feel
on that
like?
thing at like
5?
6 a.m.
What do you do with that in that time? Basically at that time there was no tablets, there was no cell phones, there was no nothing. I mean, I'm pretty sure we found ways to entertain yourselves. But I mean,
Comic books,
for 2 hours,
magazines, or you slept.
Yeah, I slept and had
now,
my,
I can
my
believe the
game
sleeping
instruction books.
I can believe the sleeping part. The sleeping part I can believe because I've done that also as well. When I, because when I used to go to like different program and everything from the bus to whatever I had to go. But
Bro.
yeah, sleeping
Pause
was
for a
like,
second, Taurence. Taurence, pause for a second. I fell asleep on the F train and ended up in Coney Island.
Bro. Hey, this was a good destination. And this was a cool destination. Hey, listen.
I woke up and it was last stop.
What's up, Dorian? Dorian stepped in. Dorian's in the
Dorian.
building. Dorian's in the building, yes, sir. Dude, I guarantee you, he probably jumped a little bit of gears also. Under that, I should have had him in my party. That would have been awesome too.
Yeah, man.
Dude, because listen, but shout out to my two awesome brother and sister and everything from another Mister, freaking Sin and Sins, and also Rose, Sea of Roses. She's actually amazing. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about a kick-ass freaking Gears player, let alone Halo player? She kicks major ass, major ass. Listen. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. But she can get this. She get disappointed, but the only reason why and everything because it'll be like an easy mistake. But she is so amazing. Everything. Shout out to her. Shout out to her best buddy. Sin of Sins. Man, let me tell you something. These guys are amazing people. I only game with them like once in a blue moon. Occasionally, they'll actually invite me in. I actually played what do you call it? Oh, goodness gracious. Sea of Thieves. I played Sea of Thieves with them. Nothing. There was actually a mission that I actually did with that. Man, that was great too. Nothing. We had to get a whole bunch of people. There was like a secret mission that all of us had to like get together and do, and it was the most amazing thing. It was like a secret that you had to unlock. And
is everybody still playing that?
Dude, Sea of Thieves is still like 100,000 plus playing like daily, dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
So I have a hilarious story about Sea of Thieves.
Go ahead.
So we got on. So me and my cousins and a couple friends that we have online, we all made this. We got on, got a group going, and it got late. Like we were playing at like 3:00 in the morning, and every one of us is like exhausted. We're all tired.
Hey, there's a birthday guy.
Yeah,
Sorry,
there he is, my man.
Happy birthday!
Yes, sir. Happy level up day, brother.
Hey guys, thank you.
But he's got a fresh fade too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's good seeing you earlier on Taurence.
Hey, no problem, man. Yeah, of course. Let me think, Joe. So, how was dinner? Was dinner good? Have anything special?
Oh yeah, just had chicken rolls and then finishing up dinner and then I head to the shower and then that's it. So then I told you guys to come in a little bit late though, but birthday's a quiet one. That's all. You know, I'm just glad to be alive after 45 years on this earth.
Absolutely.
Yes, you heard that right. 45.
Yes,
believe it or not.
Yes. Any day above ground is a good day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dorian and Daryl said happy birthday.
Yep, indeed.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Daryl.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dorian. Appreciate that.
That's your buddies.
Really do.
Ha.
Yeah.
Yes,
So yeah, I'm just glad to be alive. You know, that's all it is to it.
Of course,
you know.
man. What a great time to be a player. What a great time to be a video game player. Absolutely. There's just so much to look forward to. So many great games. Dude, I feel like the era of video gaming is coming back in a big way. Shout out to the guys over at Xbox finally getting their head out their ass and everything and making some awesome freaking games. Listen, let me tell you something. Whatever moves they're doing right now, Asha Sharma, I love you. You know, you are not my wife. You are not my girlfriend. But you could be my, spiritual successor and everything. You know, I would definitely, yeah.
Xbox Queen,
Private dancer?
Queen, we call her.
Like Tina Turner?
The Xbox Queen.
You could be your private dancer like Tina Turner.
Yeah, he would.
I would.
100% he would.
Absolutely.
Of course. Come on.
I would do my belly dance and everything and all that stuff.
Look, he'd shake that head like it's tomorrow.
I would.
Never for you.
Absolutely. I would.
Careful.
Whatever she wants. I'd be like,
What a
listen.
disturbing mental picture.
Yep. Just put the pole right there in the middle of freaking headquarters over there at Xbox and everything, and I would do it a dance up to the lifetime. They would, they don't want to. Just don't throw virtual points at me and everything. You don't have to throw no money. Just give me virtual points and everything. Let me
Oh, come on. You'll take the money. Stop it. Don't play yourself. You'll take
Share your Bitcoin wallet. Share your Bitcoin wallet.
Absolutely.
If you throw $100 bills, you damn well you be picking those up too. So don't lie.
Okay, maybe I will. I would.
If you don't pick them up, I will. Me and Johnny will. We'll buy all the guys.
As a matter of fact,
I'll pick it up.
hey, listen, it's all good and everything. I'm a charity. So
Josh and Johnny will be right there, tackling on the floor, grabbing them all up because you're not.
No. Y'all grab him. I'll just video it.
Okay.
We need evidence. We need evidence.
That's right. If there's no video, it doesn't exist. Absolutely.
Exactly. So, by God, I'll be there recording.
I wear the badge. I wear the badge proudly. Oh yes, indeed. So,
man. But speaking of which, though, I mean, yeah, can you believe 37 years it's been since the Genesis was out?
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
birthday
we were just talking about that. Josh had a story too.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man.
Yeah. No, that's something else.
Sega Genesis, like I just mentioned before, Sega Genesis was the let's just put it to you this way, the arcade scene was at the hottest time. There was so many amazing arcade
absolutely.
games, and the Sega Genesis took advantage of that and brought it in spades. Altered Beast and the thing was the packaged game that came out for it. It came with 2 controllers, not just one, 2 controllers.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, A, B, and C obviously was on there. The controllers fit they actually were very comfortable in your hands. Pause. And of course, what's great about it too is that the library of games that it launched with, the launch window was epic. There was a lot of amazing games. Come on, look, what we talking about? You had Forgotten Worlds and I think it was actually made by Capcom, but licensed by Sega.
Yeah. The licensed by Sega.
Yep, and it was actually an exclusive. The game didn't come up with no Nintendo, absolutely.
Yeah.
Strider came out later, but Strider was mentioned.
2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later.
Yes.
But yes,
So I was mentioned in that commercial, I remember, and Ghouls and Ghosts was on.
Ghouls and
came
Ghosts.
out.
Yeah,
That
buddy.
was one of my first games.
No,
Yeah.
Other
Ghouls and
Capcom,
Ghosts
man.
was one of my first ones.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. It was Rambo 3. Yeah, you said Golden Axe came out later on, and Revenge of Shinobi came out later on
yep.
in the fall.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was epic.
Yeah, Rambo 3 came out, and then what else came out during that time?
Dynamite Duke.
During that,
Dynamite Duke.
Dynamite Duke
Last
came
Battle. Last Battle.
Yes, which is supposed to be Fist of the North Star, but
Yeah.
they couldn't use the anime license, so they had to change it up, and they had to take the blood out because what it is that in the U.S. version, if you punch the guy, he just goes off the screen. But in the Japanese version, just like in the anime, the head blows up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They changed his hair color too. You noticed that, right?
And his hair color. Yep.
Yeah, his hair was like reddish brown, like Ryu in Street Fighter 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got a question for all three of you. What were your first Genesis games?
Oh, the first Genesis games. Wow. Okay.
The very first ones when you got your console, bam, you had your pack in, which was probably Altered Beast. What games did you get along with it?
Well, here's the thing, though. My cousin and my godbrother, they had the Genesis. I didn't have the Genesis. They did, though. But the first games I played on that, of course, Ultra Beast was on there. I played Revenge of Shinobi because I got to thank my cousin Ariel for showing me his Genesis and let me play those games. He was the one who got me into Shinobi, so I got to thank him for that. So yeah, the first games I played was Ultra Beast and Revenge of Shinobi. Those were the 2 games I played, and I played Golden Axe later on. So
wow, let me see.
Well, you guys are next.
Yeah, digging into my video game past. When I actually had the Sega Genesis. The first game that I had, Altered Beast was actually packaged, so that it didn't even matter. But I played that to death. Though. Yeah, of course.
It's fun two-player.
Several times. And then of course, another game that I actually had was Thunder Force 2. Because I'm a shmup guy. I love shmups. And there was another game called Herzog Sweet. Now that game was weird. It was a weird like RPG-ish type of shooter, but it was pretty damn good. It was all about strategy and everything, moving around. We had like 360 movement all over the screen. I love that game. That game was amazing. Herzog Zwei it's like one of those games. Look it up, and and take a look at it and bask in its glory. But Thunder Force 2, that was the game, bro. Oh man, I had so much fun with that one. Oh, listen, Technosoft, teamed up with Sega, and they actually released bangers. Now, of course, I know this game came out later, but Thunder Force 4, aka Lightning Force, that right there was like the peak of the Thunder Force series.
Yeah.
Even though they had Thunder Force 5, but that came out for like the PlayStation 2 at the time. I think it was PlayStation 2. Thunder Force 5. I would say Thunder Force 4 for the Sega Genesis was ridiculously awesome. Parallax scrolling, amazing rocking soundtrack. The soundtrack was so damn good. So many different stages, the weapons, just everything about that. And also the fact that you actually can go up and down like two screens up, two screens down. That's how much space you actually had when you're playing that game.
Yeah.
Man. To this day, I still pop that game in once in a blue moon. Just to play.
Yeah, I still have that on my Genesis Mini.
Yeah.
And I got the Mini too.
I love that series, and they need to bring that series back. Thunder Force 6 or remaster Thunder Force 4. I don't care how you do it, but you gotta do it. Gotta bring it back.
Yeah. Or bring a collection or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, dude. No, there's a lot of people who haven't played the first Thunder Force. The first Thunder Force came out for the Master System, I think it was, or was it the?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it was a Master
Yeah, I
System.
believe it was a Master System.
Yeah, the Master System, Thunder Force 1. You know, and that right there. I mean, this one was lesser known, but man, what an amazing game. Still,
I'm looking at it. It looks like it would piss me off. I love shmups, but they piss me off so much.
Shmups. Let me tell you something about. Shoot 'em ups. Shoot 'em ups, in the earlier days, are nothing.
Impossible.
No, well,
Damn near impossible.
well, okay, no, okay, maybe.
A lot of them are
Impossible.
damn near impossible.
Hard.
Look, okay, basically, when you're
You
playing,
go to the arcade, they got the difficulty set all the way up to each your quarters.
Yeah.
They're
they have
damn near
to.
impossible.
They have to,
Yeah,
dude.
there.
You would not. How are they gonna make
Bastards.
their money? How are they gonna make their money? How are they gonna make their money? Listen, I would just say,
The machine got to pay for itself, right?
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Listen, I went to, how many arcades have I ever been to and everything where the difficulty was actually on low? I think there was only one arcade that actually
really?
had it on the lowest setting, and I think it was Stripe.
Yeah, mine was at Disney World. There was a penny arcade there.
You know what it is? I think maybe it's because that arcade's already paid for, and not too many people are playing it, because that's mostly the time they would lower the difficulty on that arcade when it's already paid. That's the only time they would do that.
That's true.
But I remember I went to this is funny. We went to a rest stop. I'll never forget this. We went. I was in with my chorus band, and we did some traveling, right? And we did some pit stop because we were coming from New York all the way down to Washington D.C. So we were on a bus. Obviously, we're gonna have some rest stops every now and then. Went to a rest stop, and then they had Mortal Kombat 2, and me and my buddies, we want to see if we want to get a couple matches. And we wanted to play the computer a bit. The freaking assholes put the difficulty up on 8.
Yeah, let me guess. Every single time,
What's wrong with you guys? I was like, what the hell? You guys haven't paid for this arcade yet, and you're putting this on 8 difficulty,
dude. Okay, 8 is
At that
8
point, they just want to watch people suffer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whoever said that, they hate children.
Look,
They didn't want
Look.
children coming into the arcade.
Whoever put that machine up there is a plain ass narcissist that just wants to sit back and watch kids just suffer.
Yes.
I got a theory. I got a theory about the owner.
The adults suffer because they say, you know what? I gotta be looking at different people every single hour stopping here, so I want to see these people suffer because I hate them all.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's someone that hates their job and is just like, you know what? I'm going to get some kind of amusement today.
I'm thinking somebody got a top score and doesn't want anyone beating it.
Yeah, maybe.
So they set the difficulty up so no one comes close.
Listen,
You know what would have been great? You know what? Here's the thing, though. I wish during my youth I knew exactly how to exploit the computer, because now I could be Mortal Kombat 2 on the highest difficulty because I know how to exploit the computer very well. So I wish I had that knowledge back then.
Yeah.
And I would be pissing off a lot of these arcade operators.
listen. When you play on those difficulties, never, ever, ever fight fair. Don't ever fight fair.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah, that's why I throw in Street Fighter in the arcade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're cheap.
Yeah.
So you got to fight cheap.
You always gotta fight cheap.
Cheap against the computer. You
fight
have to.
You fight cheap.
Yeah.
You fight cheap. You fight dirty. That's the
Yeah,
way you do
against
it.
friends, I fight
Yeah.
fair, but
Especially the
computer, I
bosses.
will cheat
Dude,
the hell out of it.
Johnny, I mean, listen, when it comes down to SNK games, especially those final bosses, cheap is the only option. There is no other option.
Yes.
There is none.
Oh yeah.
You know, just exploit.
Find an exploit, use it.
Exactly.
Use it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
there is no fair. There is no fair.
So I was a lot like Johnny. I didn't have a Genesis when I was a kid. My cousins had a Genesis, so when I went to their house, I'd play. I honestly think the three games that pop out at me are they had Sonic, like Sonic 1. They had what was it? They had Ghouls and Ghosts.
Okay.
I remember that game because I could never get anywhere in that game because it just kicked my ass all the time.
That game is hard.
And then the other game that they had that I played a lot was Outrun.
Oh yeah.
When I got older and got into Sega Genesis, though, my two favorite Sega Genesis games are probably Shining in the Darkness.
Okay.
And Red Zone.
Ooh.
Red Zone's probably my all-time favorite Sega Genesis game. I love that game so damn much.
Wow. Damn, Red Zone. Gosh, man. I think I played that game. I haven't played that game. Whoa. Sheesh.
It's been a while since
It's
I
been a
played that one.
long time since I played Red Zone. Dude, let me tell you something. Sega Genesis had some real awesome gems. Okay?
Yes, it did.
Absolutely.
Treasure, I would say, was one of their best publishers. One of the best developers, I'm sorry. Because Sega was their publisher for it. Treasure, actually, and Sega were, like, joined at the hip. Amazing games like Gunstar Heroes. Listen.
Yes.
Gunstar Heroes was like one of the most awesome, epic shoot 'em ups that I've ever played. And of course, Dynamite Headdy is another fantastic game and everything. If you actually ever played Dynamite Headdy, you know, one of the most awesome platformers, and also has this weird difficulty curve in a lot of those games too, which is crazy.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorites is Rocket Adventures. From Konami.
Yes.
Great game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also really liked Vector Man.
Listen, Vector Man was a sleeper hit. That was a sleeper hit. Yeah.
1 and 2 were good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you know, I mean, just exploiting all the secrets and stuff like that, trying to get those secret areas and all that stuff.
Those special power-ups.
Power-ups, yeah. Especially that one, the hidden one that's also in the title screen. Listen, Sega knows how to do it. Listen, and another great game, which was actually ahead of its time, Comic Zone. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Listen, that right there was like a wow moment. I played that game, and I was like, whoa, how did they squeeze that much power out of a 16-bit console?
The animations alone in that game were off the hook.
Genesis animations were uncanny, second to none. Check out the Disney games from Virgin games.
Yeah, Castle of Illusion.
Absolutely.
Castle of Illusion. Yeah, I mean, come on. That
Castle
right there,
Illusion.
Aladdin, another fantastic game.
Yeah, I had Aladdin.
Listen, Aladdin.
How about Quackshot? That was a good one.
Yes, Quackshot. Oh, dude, that's another.
You know another game too that made me think. RoboCop versus Terminator.
Yes.
Like RoboCop pulling his gun out, you can honestly see the blast coming across his gun when he fires.
Dude.
And
Man, you saw the lighting on the gun from
yeah.
the flash.
And the soundtrack.
Listen, the soundtrack, the sound effects, everything in that game was just
Some people say that the Sega Genesis version was actually better than the Super Nintendo version, and
it was.
I'm gonna say hands down it was
better
than the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, because I mean, just the fact that the graphics alone,
they had the blood too.
Yeah,
it was
thank you.
Shoot the criminals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that chunkier sound from the Genesis over the Super Nintendo version, like the Super Nintendo version sounds a lot more muted, where that Genesis had that chunk to it that really made firing and
blast.
moving and dropping and jumping. Like those effects, just they sounded so much better on the Genesis.
Oh, absolutely.
Listen,
I'm going to throw it out there.
yeah. What was that? Go ahead.
So, it's made by our buddies at Sunsoft. Batman. Remember the Batman Genesis
Yeah.
game?
Yes.
It was so good.
Yes, it was.
Fantastic game.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That game was-
Batman Returns was actually very, very, very good.
yeah, I prefer the Super NES version of Batman Returns, but the Genesis version wasn't that bad.
No, the Genesis version wasn't that bad. It was more of an adventure game because it had more verticality and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It wasn't arcadey. It was more of a
Yeah,
adventure
Super
game.
Super Nintendo version was like a beat 'em up though.
Yeah,
It was pretty much a beat 'em up. It was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
still
Batman.
cool.
And then there was the Adventures of Batman Robin. My goodness, that game was hard as hell.
Yo,
It was epic.
And-
My cousins played. Me and my cousins played the shit out of that game. We loved that game.
And
Yeah.
that's another one of those games that the graphics just like come to
Yes.
life. The art form really felt like the animated show.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Now everyone of course can't forget about Echo the Dolphin. Now Echo the
Oh,
Dolphin.
of course not.
That right.
I'm an idiot with that game.
Man, let me tell you something. And there's a guy that's on Twitter right now. I mean, his name is Ed I forgot his last name. He calls himself that, but he actually created the Echo the Dolphin, and he actually is bringing back.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
actually doing a collection, an Echo the Dolphin collection, that's going to be coming out fairly soon. I'm hoping it's going to be. I hope it's going to be coming out soon because I've been hearing all about it. He says that it's going to be more like a remastered version of the Echo the Dolphin, but he's going to be in charge of it because that's his baby. He actually
Imagine how pretty it's going to be.
What's it called? I'm sorry.
Imagine how pretty it's going to be.
Oh,
if it was
it's
pretty at
gonna
16-bit,
be-
imagine photorealistic like today.
Oh no!
It's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no.
sick looking,
Oh,
dude.
He said that he's going to be doing all the animation from the ground up. So that right
Nice.
there, it already got me excited because I mean it was good enough on the Sega Genesis, and everybody was praising. Even some of the magazines were praising that game, Echo the Dolphin. Echo the Dolphin was ahead of it, way ahead of its time. Way
I
ahead
didn't get it at the time, so
It's one game that I have never honestly touched.
Really, Echo the Dolphin?
Yeah.
You never touched it? Oh wow!
It's one that I haven't ever. Well, I didn't have a Genesis, and I've kind of gone through the library a little bit over the years, but that's one of them that's always been on my like to-do list. It's just one that I've never come around to actually messing with. Now I will say, Top Gear 2 on Sega Genesis. I loved the game. Like it's a lot more fluid on Sega Genesis than it is the Super Nintendo. The only issue with it is the racing. When you're actually racing, the music that's in the Super Nintendo version is gone. It's just the car sounds. But thanks to our ROM hacking community, they have CD quality sounds, so you can bring that old soundtrack back in with CD quality. Oh, that changes that game forever.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I noticed a lot of the Super Nintendo and the Genesis versions of a game. I'm gonna take a game for example, RoboCop 3. I remember the Super Nintendo version came out first. I played that one, and then I played the Genesis version. The Genesis version had like better like sound effects though, and the music was a little bit different. And then when you beat a level, RoboCop says, "Thank you for your cooperation," and then he says that at the end. But the Super Nintendo version, he doesn't say that.
Yeah.
It's like they add more voices and sound effects in that version. I noticed that. I noticed like whenever there's Genesis version of a game, and they add more like more sound effects, more voices, and
I
then
feel.
when it comes, what's that?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, okay. I wanted to add that, and plus some of the games were like they had like uncensored versions. Like for example, like Battletoads and Double Dragon on the Super Nintendo. Say if you beat a boss, you get to see them all bruised and bloodied up. But in the Super Nintendo version, they didn't show that because it was only in the Genesis version. And then if the Genesis version you got game over, you'll see either the Dragon Brothers or the Toads, get like black eyes and bruises and stuff. Though it's like I'm saying myself that was Super Nintendo like nervous or they might offend the parents at the time because they made it more like a child version, and they didn't want to show like blood or bruise. You know, while the Genesis version, they just didn't care.
Wow. You know, see, the thing about the Sega Genesis, and the thing about Sega in general, Sega knows exactly what the fans want. It was basically a console that was made for the fans, you know, and it was for the player in mind. Let me tell you something about number one, the way that the console was built. The great thing about the console is that it uses a Yamaha chip. The Yamaha chip and everything actually, you know, accelerates everything about it. I mean, basically, it's almost like a booster for the graphics chip. Even though it didn't really have like the color palette was actually very low. You're talking about like roughly about how many colors? Like 32 or something like that, 64 colors per palette.
Yeah, 64, I believe.
Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
it was 64.
Yeah, 64 colors per palette. All right, but the sound though, that's where the quality changes, because it really it's more deeper, more crunchier. The Super Nintendo sounds are more like synthesized, you know, like, you know, almost like a
Nintendo had a more powerful sound chip. That's why the voices came through clearer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the downfall about that is that they were concentrating too much on the Mode 7 chip, which was actually built in the system. That's where most of the power was going, which hence the reason why a lot of certain games, you know, either ran slower. Remember the slowdown that happened in a lot of Super Nintendo games versus the Sega Genesis and everything, where a lot of games were snappier and, you know, just cleaner. It was, you know, I mean, people noticed. People just noticed. You know, everyone noticed.
The only thing that sucked about the one thing that did kind of hit the Genesis, though, was that I don't think it had as many pass-through audio channels, which is why games like Top Gear to Rock and Roll Racing, some of these games like, you know, like in Rock and Roll Racing, you're playing the game, and in the Super Nintendo version, when the voice comes up and it says like Hawk is leading the lap.
Yeah.
In the Super Nintendo version, the music's still playing in the background, but on the Genesis, the music will stop. The announcer will say it, and then the music comes back.
Right, I noticed that.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah. You know, I played the so speaking of Rock and Roll Racing, you know, thing. I mean, this is a shameless plug for the wonderful devs out there, especially Blizzard. The Blizzard Collection has
one of the best things ever.
Yes, it has the definitive version of Rock and Roll Racing, where it actually has the actual soundtrack of the rock and roll sound of rock and roll music, and of course, more voiceovers for the announcer. So the announcer actually says more. That's one. Two, the music is the actual music. So you will hear "Bad to the Bone," you will hear "Born to Be Wild." You're gonna hear the entire soundtrack. I don't know how they pulled this one out of their ass, but let me tell you something. It made me want to play that game over and over again. It was that good. It was that damn good.
I'll be honest. I don't know why, but when I'm playing that game, I'm always like, I want the original soundtrack on there, like that 16-bit synth audio version. I love the widescreen, you know, the 16:9 resolution, the updated visuals. But when it comes to music, I gotta go old school.
I have nothing against
the video game meaties.
Dude, listen, I had to listen to it for the first time, because I was sitting right there and I thought listen, when I first played it, I was expecting like the old soundtrack, you know, like almost just kind of like cleaned up or something like that. But when I heard that they actually had the actual soundtrack, I was like, my jaw dropped to the ground. I was like, oh, I did not know. Yo, are you serious? And I was thinking, "Bad to the Bone." I was like, oh, this is...
they got Judas Priest on there.
And Judas Priest, yo.
Yes. Breaking the law.
Yes.
Breaking the law.
Breaking the law. Dude. Oh, dude! I mean, come on. Judas Priest and the thing was also in Road Rash for the
Yeah.
also so
Nice, yeah. Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf,
Or sorry,
yeah,
good Destroyers. That's who you're talking about. Bad to the Bone.
yeah, yes.
Henry Mancini, Peter Gunn.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Peter Gunn's in it too.
And that arcade collection's also got Blackthorn, which is
Yes, it has a 32X version, and of course the Genesis, regular Genesis and Super Nintendo versions as well. Yes, absolutely. Blackthorn. If you guys have never played Blackthorn, you definitely have to play. If you're a fan of Flashback, if you're a fan of playing what's it called Shadow
Flashback. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, Flashback.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
Virgin Games knew how to make freaking amazing games.
yes, they did.
Flashback was one of those games that needs to be in your. It came out for the Sega Genesis first.
Right.
And, yes, and then
Super Nintendo when they came out on Sega CD.
Yep. But the Sega Genesis was like, let's just say the animations and all that stuff was like a wow factor. It was a wow factor. A lot of games that came out for the Sega Genesis was a wow factor. When Streets of Rage first came out, the first game, the soundtrack was a mega wow factor.
Oh yeah.
You know, when I heard that soundtrack, I was like, whoa, what's this? As soon as you turn it on, that soundtrack.
So on my Sega, on my analog Mega SG, when I purchased that, the console actually has a built-in game on the system. It's just one title that's built into the system, but it got Ultra Core. So Ultra Core never got released. It's built by DICE, and it was like 99% complete, and they never released it. And they actually went ahead and published that title for DICE, or worked the deal out where they could publish the title on the system, however it worked. But anyway, they released that game on that system, and I'm telling you right now, that is one of the coolest shooters on the Sega Genesis I have ever touched. Like, it's Mega Turrican, but I'd almost say better. It is awesome.
Yo, listen, I'm glad you mentioned Mega Turrican. Dude, that game, that game is very frantic. I mean,
Mega Turrican it holds such a special place in my heart. The amount of hours that I've spent in my adulthood getting to where I could beat that game. I love Mega Turrican. It's one of those games now that like it's one of those games, if I start playing it now, I will not stop playing it until I get to the credits. You know, because now it's one of those, like, it's 30 minutes, 40-minute romp to get through it, and it's just like solid fun. You're not going to stop till you finish.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so Sega Genesis, once again, I would say is just one of the best consoles of all time. One of the best. One of the I say one of the best because, of course, you know,
Listen, Sega Genesis was part of the huge war in video games between the Super Nintendo and that system.
Yep.
That battle between the Super Nintendo and Genesis was at peak at its time.
It was like Superman Doomsday. It was a brutal battle, dude.
It was.
Without the Sega Genesis,
so many great games come out.
Without the Sega Genesis, we also wouldn't have Snatcher. And
Nope.
That game.
Oh, Snatcher.
That is a game Konami needs to release for modern platforms.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Yes.
But re-release it for modern players.
Yeah.
Modern players need to get their hands on that game.
It's the definitive sci-fi horror game.
Police Knots too. Police Knots is another game that they need to re-release.
Yes.
Police Knots.
Yes.
Oh my God. That game, awesome.
Okay.
A lot of Metal Gear references in that game too, you know.
A ton.
Yeah.
And Police Knots cracks me up because when you play it, I can't get it out of my head. Like, when I started playing that game right off the bat, I'm like, why does this feel so damn familiar? And the more you kind of played into it, all of a sudden you're like, this is Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much is.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So anyway, guys, and the thing, we're gonna hit like a small intermission break and the thing, and then we're gonna get into the main topic and the thing. It's gonna be pretty awesome. So guys, stay tuned and sit back and the thing and enjoy yourself, and we will be right back.
Gaming Trouble will return after this commercial break.
Rated M for mature.
Listen closely. You're the best the Confederation has ever put together. Your objective, total obliteration.
You gotta blow it.
Brute force. For interplanetary combat, there's no power greater than X.
Hey, honey buddy, where's the fellas? Burgers are done.
They should be here any minute, darling.
Who wants some?
Bring it on!
Backyard Wrestling 2. There goes the neighborhood. In stores now. Rated M for mature. Hamburgers or hot dogs? I have a cheeseburger.
What's up, player? Just chilling. I hear that. What? Huh? What? You can't fight time, but Blinks can. Meet Blinks, an unlikely hero who controls time, using powers like rewind, pause, even record. Because if he doesn't, time itself will stop. Bang. No Blinks. Blinks, rated E for everyone.
For time control, there's no power greater than X.
You better watch, you gonna run into me.
未だかつてないガンブレードアクション Xbox マキシマムバトル紅の海クリムゾンシー
Xbox.
未だかつてないガンブレードアクション Xbox マキシマムバトル紅の海クリムゾンシー
Xbox.
And now, the competition you've all been waiting for. Hand-to-hand combat. Your wildest dreams come true in Dead or Alive Ultimate and Xbox Live. Real-time online action across town and across the globe. Get your double disc collector's edition now, rated M for mature. Dead or Alive Ultimate, fighting for global peace one kick at a time.
We now return to the show. Turn up the trouble.
Yes, 5 minutes goes by really, really quick, but you know what? That's all good, baby. So anyway,
That was like the quickest deuce ever, dude.
Oh, dude, hey, wow! Did you have to go there? Huh? It's all right.
Yes, he did.
Tell everybody my business.
Gotta let sometimes you gotta let the children go to the pool.
Bro, listen. Whenever there's several guys together, they could not know each other, man. If their atmosphere is perfect and friendly, those guys within an hour are going to be making fart jokes, gay jokes, and dick jokes within an hour.
Within a day, they will be crop dusting each other.
Wow.
Yes. This is
absolutely like I don't know what it is.
48 times, definitely happens. It's true. Any group, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you get
100%.
Get along for strangers.
Listen,
it's going to happen.
I work on a construction site. These men fall in. It's like they fall in love with each other within minutes, and then they're buddies, best friends, and the things they do to each other is ridiculous.
So I can imagine.
Like the old spackle bucket dump. You ever do that?
What?
Where you never worked on a construction site?
I never worked on a construction.
You're shitting in spackle buckets, dude.
My cousin,
there's only so many porta johns.
I have a cousin of mine that works in construction sites, and he tells me a lot of stories.
Yeah,
look, I've had to run people off the job.
You know,
I've had to run people off the job for doing things they don't need to be doing.
Right.
It's
can go out of
these are
control.
grown men, and I'm like, the bathroom's right there.
Listen, porta potty jokes I've been hearing a lot, especially on the construction sites and everything. And the stuff that I've been hearing about, just like the cringe factor is almost max 10. I'm like, dude, is it even legal? Is it even legal? And they still keep their job though. I mean, I'm like, damn, really? That's how it rolls, huh? He said, listen, we're all part of the same union.
We're actually on air. I thought.
Yeah, but listen, no, because it's like they're like family on the site, dude. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah.
They're like family, man. Seriously, if you're part of that union, if you're part of that, whatever union there, you are family. Everything that happens on that site and everything, that's it.
My cousin worked on the new Tappan Zee Bridge though during that time, and he was telling me how that they treat everybody like family. I remember he was showing me pictures like he was up sky high, like right on the top of the bridge, and I looked at that thing. I was like, oh man, dude, I'm kind of scared of heights. I would not want to work around there. It's crazy.
Yeah, if you have vertigo, do not work those sites.
Yeah.
Do not work those sites.
No.
You're talking about 20 stories, 30 stories, 40 stories high, with wind shears and everything hitting about 20 miles per hour and everything on those rafters. Listen, man,
those guys deserve every penny they make.
Absolutely, they do.
They deserve a lot more money. These guys. They should be making way more than 6 figures.
Listen,
what these guys put themselves into way more than that.
They're making some decent bag.
I told my wife, I was like, when you see guys on construction sites calling their wives, telling them they love them and all that shit, they're fixing to do some sketchy shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, there's safe way to do some sketchy shit, but like you're still doing sketchy shit. Like things can go wrong.
You never know.
Oh,
you never know. And that's one reason you push safety, because it's happened to somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
And we definitely mean somebody.
We're 3 New Yorkers here. We know about who runs a lot of the construction firms up here that will exploit those accidents.
Yes, sir. But anyway,
by the way, before we go into our topic, have you first I gotta ask you guys a question. You're all Nintendo fans, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's a Nintendo fan. Are you fans of Pokemon?
Well, I mean, I play the Poke MMO.
You talking about the Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go and everything was a fad for me.
I'm not talking about Pokemon Go, but this has to do with something with a collaboration. I don't know if you guys saw this though, but do you guys like Krispy Kremes?
Yes.
Donuts? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Hell yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like every now and then I would eat those, probably like once in a blue. I don't eat them all the time, but
you had me a Krispy Kreme.
I want to share. I want to that they just announced. Let me see if I can share this real quick. You guys you guys are going to get a kick out of this.
I had Pokemon Yellow and Pikachu. So
they're coming out with look what they're coming out with. They're coming out with Pokemon Krispy Kreme donuts. So they got
Pokeball donut.
They got Charmander, they got Squirtle, they got Jigglypuff, and they got the Pokeballs.
As if I needed a reason to eat those things anyway.
Yeah, I would have eaten them regardless.
Yeah, I eat them the whole way. I'll eat the whole box.
And thanks for that, because now I want a sweet treat.
Okay, well, you can. Here's my recommendation. My recommendation is you should start your sweet treat on August 18th. That's when these donuts comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. I'm gonna stop sharing it. So I guess I'm making you guys hungry.
Listen. When it comes to Krispy Kreme, that's like I don't mind getting interrupted and everything. Just give me a Krispy Kreme, with my little bit of my coffee, and we can call it a day. Just give me that. Absolutely. Listen, let me tell you something about Krispy Kremes. They're second to none. If you pass by Krispy Kreme, listen, Dunkin' Donuts and everything. I tell everybody, listen,
I don't like Dunkin' Donuts anymore.
I dunk on Dunkin' Donuts. I dunk on Dunkin' Donuts because Krispy Kreme, it eclipses the flavor of freaking Dunkin'. It eclipses it.
Dunkin' even sell donuts anymore?
They do.
Well, they do, but they're
small. You gotta get there like 6 a.m. and then they're gone.
They're not even worth the same price anymore.
It's
like, yes, so Taurence knows. He's seen it.
Yep.
Oh, we don't hit the
I couldn't even get a box of Munchkins, man.
Hey, around here we don't hit the Dunkins. We hit the there's like Thai donut places, and that's where we go because those places rock.
What donut? I bet those donuts are even bigger.
Yeah, there's donut places around here like mom and pop donut stores that are owned by a lot of Taiwanese, and dude, that's where we go. That's the best donuts. That's the best kolaches. That's the best everything.
I would suggest
I bet.
I would suggest if you actually have one near you and there's only a few open, go to Duck Donuts. Duck Donuts.
Yes.
Okay, man. Okay. Let me explain what Duck Donuts is. Duck Donuts, they actually make the donuts right there, fresh, at the site.
Yes.
And they
there's two near me. There's two near me. Yes.
Yes. They got what's cool about these donuts is that you choose how you want your donut. You go on the menu, you say I want this one, I want the bacon, the whatever one you like, or if you want the maple glazed, whatever you want. You know, you say this is one I want, this one I want, and what they do is they have them freshly made, freshly fried, right there on there, nice and warm. And then they put the frosting on there, and they do all the sprinkle right there in front of you. And then they put it into the box, and when you take the box is still warm.
Yes, that's the best part.
Okay. Come on the site now. You can build your dozen, build your half.
There was a place up in around me that was called Hertz Donuts.
Hertz Donuts. Oh, okay.
And Hertz, they were called that because them donuts were, they were massive, and the toppings and everything they put on those things, they were going to hurt you. Absolutely, you're going to eat too many, and you're going to regret life decisions.
Damn.
Probably just one. Probably you can only eat maybe like a quarter of that donut, and you're good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You didn't. You ate more than one, and you regretted it.
Oh, I bet.
You would have to eat that donut with fork with a fork
donut
knife.
prowess. You guys ever been to Universal and had that Simpsons donut? That giant Simpsons donut in Universal?
No, I never had that one. I never had it. Nope.
I never had it though, but I seen it though. I saw that thing was huge.
Yeah, it's like the size of a cake. The last time my wife and I were there, she had like a piece, and I ate the whole thing.
Forbidden donut.
The whole thing. Because I didn't want to carry it around the park. So I was like, I'm going to finish it right here. I didn't want to throw it out either. So I ate it.
Donut. Forbidden donut.
Dude, that donut's like...
Dude,
that's like that.
That's
yeah.
Okay, that's...
And it's like this thick.
That's sick.
And now I'm going to have to go buy donuts in the morning.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not getting away with this. Like, I'm going to have to go buy damn donuts.
Here's the thing. I want to save it until August 18th, though. I don't want to eat more. I want to wait until those Pokemon donuts...
that's fine. You can wait, but I'm going to go get my fat on.
Yeah. I'm not on a diet. I'm going to go eat the donuts.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to work out anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah,
just eat them. Go get a donut. Eat them. Enjoy.
But here's the thing, though. If you eat those donuts, like I could eat a bunch of donuts and still work out, and I won't gain weight though. But if I was to eat donuts and be lazy and not work out, then yeah, I'm going to be gaining some weight for sure. That's what happens.
Absolutely. So anyway, segueing into our next topic, getting to all the industry in a second. We actually have. I wanted to put some news out there for an awesome indie game. We're gonna talk about this game right now. I'm gonna call this the indie game of the week. Man, let me tell you something. This game right here is like Ridonkulous, man. I'm gonna put on the right now. They actually put a little announcement just now. Not even a few minutes ago on X, and I appreciate them even more. So give me 1 second. I'll just pop it out right now. Boom.
I'm looking all the Genesis posts trending and digging all the pictures that are popping up, all the screen caps and everything, and old advertisements.
Oh,
it's a blast from the past, really. I remember when it came out during the summer. See, that's one thing I noticed, man. You know the kids are back in school now, right?
Yes.
Dude, when
Well, most of them are,
okay,
yeah.
bet that's what I was talking about. You were talking about the kids are back in school. When you were school age, right? Didn't you go back to school like after it was like September?
Yeah,
It was like it was like at the end of August.
Yeah.
Beginning September.
Yeah. We didn't
and
go
then
back
we got
until
out. We got
Labor
out
Day?
like in May.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, it's a little different though, because here in New York though, it was like at the end of June, and then we started school again in September.
Yes. Okay, so you had that same experience then, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours was like end of May we got out, and then we went back right at the end of August.
Okay.
So now the kids are getting out like end of May and going back mid-August. So it's a few weeks different, but
gotcha.
It feels
Take a
shorter
break off
as the parent. It definitely feels shorter.
Well, yeah, you know what though? School right now. Now that all my sons and everything, they all graduated. They're all out of school right now. It feels different now. Yeah, I mean, I'm like one step closer to being an empty nester, almost. Because once everybody's kind of settled in, and I want to find out where they want to go, because one of my sons already moved to Oregon. And he's enjoying himself. She's doing great over there. Has a fantastic job and everything. Great place to stay. Great friends over there. He's good. He's riding high. He's loving life. He just had his birthday on August 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I never seen.
Happy birthday.
I have never seen. I've never seen a smile as big on his face than that. And I also the first time I ever seen him in a cowboy hat.
He's happy.
Man, he's living life. He's loving it.
From New York to Oregon, wow.
Yeah, Oregon. Yeah. Let me tell you, it's beautiful over there. I mean, I can vouch for it. It is beautiful over there. I mean, it's clean air, great people. Listen, let me tell you something. If there's any place, and also it's cheaper, much cheaper than New York. I mean, eons.
I could imagine.
Everything's cheaper than New York, bro.
Yeah. If we compare prices between where I live to where y'all live, it would be astronomically different.
Oh, I
When
can
I hear
vouch.
what New Yorkers pay for their rent, my head spun.
Yeah, and
Do what?
When I heard what New Yorkers pay for rent, especially in certain areas like the bigger cities parts, it's ridiculous. Dude, they're paying more than what most of America pays for a house.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
In New York City.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, that place will chew you up and spit you out if you ain't careful.
Yeah, California is pretty much topples New York.
Oh, California, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Hawaii's even more expensive.
Indeed. But getting into the topic, this indie developer that actually created. Oh, it hit the wrong page. Oh my goodness, where'd it go? No. All right, here we go. So he actually made this official statement over here. It says by Anturnum Game Studios. This is the studio that actually made an amazing awesome game called Future Night, the one that looks like a like one of those Tiger games.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah. I think Ben showed that before. I think he did.
Yeah.
Ben showed the trailer. I remember he's showing up that trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
It does look like a tiger.
The demo of that game is awesome.
It looks pretty cool.
I whoever came up with that concept at tournament, give that guy whatever he wants. Give him whatever he wants, because but this group actually is self-built, and basically they actually are doing everything themselves. So I want to read the official statement, which is pretty awesome. It says, "To our community and all video game lovers.
Cool.
Yesterday, we launched Future Night," so it just came out. "Today, with the game already in your hands, we write to you with the utmost humility. The current industry office pushes us to play it safe." I love this guy. "Resulting in games that frequently feel identical. But indie studios are the ones who dare to do things differently. This statement is not an apology or a delay of announcement. It is a declaration of love for video games, art, talent, and the works that break the mold. Both at Studio Cuba and Eternum Game Studios, we have poured our passion into creating an authentic retro adventure. We have meticulously crafted every detail of its art, music, and gameplay to offer a daring experience. Reading the overwhelmingly positive feedback we received in these first few hours from both the community and the media moves us deeply. But Future Night is a rarity, precisely because we don't follow trends. We know we won't be on the stages of major global events, nor do we have multi-million-dollar budgets to bombard social media. Our only marketing machine is you."
That's what these developers have to think nowadays.
Okay.
Yep.
See, I'm gonna stop right there for now, but I'll read the rest of it. But let me tell you something. This is the reason why I put this topic out. This is the love of showing that you can make a game fun by putting your stupid, whatever idealistic things to the side and make what you're passionate about. Make the games fun for the players, for the people who's playing your games. That's what we want. That's all we want. Keep on turning out great games. Shut up. Stop with the BS. Make good games. Make fun games. Make games that we have to talk about. This game right here, Future Night, this had people talking. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's different. It's fun.
Let me share something in the background while you're talking about that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, keep talking about it because it's relevant.
Keep going. But anyway, let me tell you something. This is the reason why we needed to kind of discuss this, because just really like we were talking about the Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis, I think, this is before social media. This is before all that nonsense and everything, TikTok videos and all the Instagram, before all that stuff. The players were the one who started the ground buzz. We were the ones who were driving all of this, the passion and all that. They were making video games for what they were. Video games. Entertainment, fun for adults and kids alike.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what the video game industry needs to get back to. Which is the reason why video games, and they had that lull for the past few years. I can't even say few years. Past decade. For the past decade, it was almost like we were caught in this weird bubble of, oh, it has to be ultra realistic. Oh, it has to be story driven. Oh, it has to be realistic. Shut up. I don't care about that stuff. Yeah, granted, it looks great. It looks fantastic. I don't want to sit right there with my controller down and everything for the first 30 minutes just watching a freaking cinema scene. That's not what I want to play video games about. You know?
Yeah.
That's one of the issues we were talking about. Like, especially, that's why a lot of people were not interested. I'll take this one game, for example. We talked about this game, that new God of War game. People were seeing too much. It was too cinematic. And people was wondering, they looked at this game and said, okay, when am I going to be able to do some action? Instead of just watching, I feel like I'm watching a movie. If I want to watch a movie, I'll put on a Blu-ray.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly. I agree.
I hate what video games are starting to become as of right now. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say I hate video games like all in one though. I hate a certain amount of games out there that are pushing that. You know, and this is what bores the crap out of people. And then people say, "Oh, this is boring. I want to skip this though." And they say, "Oh, but if you skip it, then you ain't gonna know what's going on." I don't care. The people don't care. They want to play the game. They want to have fun. They want to control the character and do some action.
Yes.
They don't want to sit back and watch a long cutscene.
And let's face it, this game is literally on sale right now. Day one launch on sale for $13.50.
Dude, what a great price!
That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good.
What a great price for a fantastic game. A game that you could talk about for ages. A game that's almost retro in feel, but modern when it comes to the play style. Come on, how easy it is to just play a game, make a game because for the love of games.
Yeah,
making a game for the love of games.
And you know, another solid game that just launched too is Agent 64.
That's another one, another fantastic game.
Well, yeah.
You know, and there's several other games that people are just throwing under the rug, passing by the radar. There are so many games that people pass by. Why? Because they were caught in the freaking white noise of this weird modern era of the games have to be this and the games have to be that. No, video games don't have to be. Video games don't. That's have to be does not. It should not be part of the equation. You know what it is? Video games should be what we, the players, think about it. Not about what it has to be. No, what we feel about playing it. When we're playing the game and how we're having and enjoying it and having fun, dude, our excitement is what matters. Our fun is what matters. Not the no, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. No more. And there was that point. There was like that lull point, and Tony can vouch for this. There's that lull point in the thing where people just a whole bunch of blah, 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 blah. Shut up.
Yeah, I just stay away from it.
Yeah.
It's not even on my radar.
Yeah, exactly. Play the games.
Yeah.
Enjoy the games for what they are. Video games. Video games. That's what they are. Genesis, Super Nintendo, NES, PC, games.
We saw naked chicks on Genesis.
Thank you.
When you beat Mystic Defender.
Yeah.
You beat the OG Mystic Defender before they patched it and put new cartridges out.
Yeah. Come on, man. This is what I mean, and I feel
cool.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, come on. Oh, go ahead.
I really feel the indie scene has freaking popped off.
Yes.
Like I'm going to be honest. Like Agent 64 is a game that I picked it. Like I just picked it up, and the whole reason I'm excited about it is it's GoldenEye 64, Perfect Dark type gameplay all over again. Except now it has online co-op, online PV, online player versus player. Like you've got all of that ability. Plus you still have local split screen, 4-player split screen on a TV. You kidding me? I can get my kids involved in this. This is gonna be a blast.
Oh yeah, dude. And see, the thing is about just for that reason, bringing people back to the living room again.
Yeah.
Bringing family members back to. There's another indie game that's coming out that actually involves your phone, which I've been hearing about. It's a game that came out. It's actually right now on Game Pass. What's the Game Pass? Oh, it's free play weekend. I think it's free play weekend. I forgot what the game was called, but it was actually I just popped on my radar, and you could actually use your cell phone. It's an RPG, but it's the Dungeons and Dragons style, like D&D style, where you are. It's like a role playing game.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, And
I'm looking right now.
It's D. Yeah, it's D. What's it called? It's called Scanned Up or something like that. I forget what it's called. Let me pop it up.
It's on Game Pass, you said?
It's not Game Pass, but it's free play weekend.
Really?
It's free to play weekend. It's actually on Xbox right now, and that's one of the games, because the beta was there, but then it showed that game, and I was like, huh, what is this? It's one of these games that people have been like raving about. And it's a video game that you play on the screen, but you connect your phone to, and it has an app, and your partner, if you have a friend or a girlfriend or a wife who doesn't really play video games that much, but likes to be on her phone, she could be involved.
Really?
And she could be able to play the game with you.
What is this? Well, I'm looking for it.
You know what? Let me see if I can pop it up on my box.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sounds very interesting.
Yeah,
Sounds awesome.
Because when I saw that, I said, dude. Oh, it's free to play weekend. I said, dude, I gotta find this game.
I'm gonna check the chat. Maybe they know. Maybe someone.
One of the great developers that's actually existing right now for a lot of these these old school 8-bit, 16-bit games is Yacht Club.
What's it called again?
Yacht Club.
Yacht Club? Okay.
Yeah, Yacht Club. They are like Mina the Hollower.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys have touched that game. It's an old school 8-bit game, and it is so freaking good. It is way better than it has any right to be.
Say the name of it again. Where can I find it?
What is it?
The game.
Mina the Hollower.
How do you spell
that? Mina.
I must have seen that around on X. Yeah, I must. That name sounds familiar. I think I've seen it around on Twitter.
Oh wow! That's an old school kick.
Yeah.
I'm looking at pictures of it right now. I dig it. Wow.
I'm still looking for the game and everything, but you guys keep talking.
They actually that developer that produced that game has actually made several pretty top tier games. I mean, they do Shovel Knight.
Well, Shovel Knight's a classic.
Yeah, and another good game they have is Cyber Shadow. Cyber Shadow is hard as hell, but it's fun.
I'm sharing this so you guys can see too. This is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Isn't that? Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah. It looks like a Castlevania field. Looks like a Castlevania feel to it.
It's more akin to I would say Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay. Yeah. The way they designed the stage though, it kind of looks like Castlevania.
Yeah. Cyber Shadow. It's a badass game, especially if you're looking for something kind of along like Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi style game. Cyber Shadow is freaking badass, but it is tough as nails.
Mm-hmm. I think that Mina on the channel. I think that came out on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
It came out on everything.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it in one of the Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it came out.
That one's on my radar. Cyber Shadow.
Yeah.
Hold on, Johnny. Have you seen it? You want me to share it?
Yeah, I've seen it already.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on everything as well. Did you guys see that Mod Retro released they had some drops today out of the blue. They released 2 physical carts. One is they re-released the Game Boy version of Rayman 2, and they re-released the Game Boy version of Earthworm Jim.
That's right. I heard about that. I heard about the Earthworm Jim. The Earthworm Jim. Yeah, that's crazy.
So you can now buy Earthworm Jim and Rayman 2 physical for Game Boy again.
Nice.
Okay,
Wow.
the game is called Sunderfolk.
Okay.
Sunderfolk. Let me just look up the.
There was an Earthworm Jim game that came. I remember the Game Boy had an exclusive Earthworm Jim game. I think it was based off the animated series. I forgot the name of it.
Which is just as funny as the game.
It is. Yeah, if you look it up, there was actually an exclusive Earthworm Jim game. I think it was on Game Boy Color, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so I'm gonna read the details. I'm gonna read the details about this game called. So I mentioned it before. The game is called Sunderfolk. Sunderfolk is actually made by the folks at Dream Haven. It's actually supports cloud gaming. It actually you use a tablet or a cell phone. It requires a free smartphone or tablet app to play. Now, it's actually a magic. So it's basically a turn-based tactical RPG.
Okay.
Adventure where your mobile device becomes your controller. Built with couch co-op experience in mind, up to 4 players adventure through the magical and dangerous Sunderlands. Each player picks one of 6 classes: Arcanist, Bard, Berserker, Pyromancer, Ranger, or Rogue. The players venture out into the Sunderlands and engage in turn-based tactical combat. During the combat, there is no set player turn order, so your strategy can adapt as a moment's notice to react to evolving battlefield conditions, just like D&D. With the new enemies appearing at every turn, it's up to your party to cooperatively find the best path to success. Between missions, players return to Arden, help improve their home village, unlock and upgrade different local vendors, build relationships with other folk to earn rewards, and outfit characters with new skills, weapons, and trinkets, and more.
This game looks dangerous.
This game right there is like it's couch co-op on crack. It's like basically it's D&D night, but video game form.
So you don't get you don't have to worry about.
I'm intrigued.
Jesus.
I'm already intrigued. I am already intrigued. But anyway, getting back to what I was reading before. Let me just finish it up. He says, and I quote. Yes. Where is it?
And I quote.
Okay, so it says. So to be able to create these crazy projects, we depend on community to make them big. If you believe in a different way of making video games, we wholeheartedly ask for your massive support. Whether it's purchasing the game, leaving that vital review on Steam, streaming it for your followers, covering it in your media outlet, or simply sharing this message. Creativity has no limits when the community gives its support. Help us make some noise. Thank you for believing in us, Alternative Game Studios. Dude, I am actually giving them the biggest shout out right now. And that's the reason why I'm actually putting this out there, because listen, this right here speaks volumes. It speaks volumes for for a lot of reasons. Video games got started as indie. Everything got started as indie. So, I feel like people don't realize just how important independent studios are to the video game industry. They are more vital than AAA titles. They are more vital than AA titles. Indies, basically, a lot of games started off as a tiny blip on the radar. Metal Gear, before Metal Gear Solid, there was a tiny little game that came up for the MSX called Metal Gear. You remember? Metal Gear started off that way, and then they actually made it for the NES and everything through Konami or Ultra at that time.
Right.
This is real, and this is awesome. And I right now am 100% behind this studio. What do you guys think?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, and also I want to add when you mentioned how popular Metal Gear got, then they started doing Snake's Revenge on the NES, and then the series got big at the time, you know. So that's how you start. I mean, let's take for example, like let's say Capcom's Mega Man, and you got to remember this. You have to remember this. Capcom thought that this Mega Man game was going to be a failure. They said, it's just a small little project, you know, we're not going to throw too much money out of it, so we'll see how it goes, and then we're going to go into something big. So Capcom thought Mega Man was not going to be a seller. But boy, they were wrong. They were dead wrong. And then when they saw all those copies of Rockman over in Japan were sold out, they had to go back and keep making more of them because it was so popular. People demanded more. So, yeah, you never know. That's how a good series starts, though. When you have that one good game, and it blows the minds out of people, then they'll start making other games for it, and it'll become a very well-known series, and people will enjoy it. So,
yep,
you never know.
When you take a chance, you just might get struck by lightning. And it's happened time and time again.
That's a great example.
You know?
What was it, like when we did our show on that? Wasn't there like 40 games?
Yeah, crazy.
Mega Man?
Oh my God! Yes, absolutely. You know, Streets of Rage. Do you think Streets of Rage 2 would have ever even been made if Streets of Rage 1 did not get the buzz? No, absolutely not. It took a bunch of players playing and enjoying and sharing and all that stuff, you know, and soundtrack was epic. People were talking about it. People were shouting about it. People were like, oh my God, that's amazing. And it spread like wildfire. And you know what? Sega was like, oh, we're on to something. Yuzo Koshiro. They said, hey, do you got another one in the chamber? He says yes. And when they upped the ante and they gave them more memory for their cartridge for Streets of Rage 2, and they were competing against Final Fight, by the way. When Streets of Rage 2 for the Streets of Rage 2 came out.
Yeah.
Okay? They increased the megs on the cartridge.
I think it was a console seller, dude.
That's right. 16 megabytes.
Yeah.
16 megs of power.
And don't forget, they also remember Streets of Rage 2 also when they started coming out with the new Genesis bundles, they threw in Streets of Rage 2 in there as well.
Yep, you're right. You remember that, right? Yep, absolutely.
That commercial with the kid there, you know, when he was getting bullied by those kids and they're flicking his ears. I forgot the name of the bundle it was though, but it was like
the fighting. I think it was a fighting bundle or the beat 'em up. I don't know what it's called.
I think it was either the fighting bundle or the beat 'em up bundle. It was one of those two though. But yeah, but that came with Streets of Rage 2 though. It came. I think it came with one or two controllers. So I don't know if it was one or two though.
No, it was two. It was two controllers. I remember that.
It was two controllers.
Yeah, it was two controllers. Yeah.
Yeah. So Streets of Rage 2 was a huge hit. And they decided to do another bundle with it because more and more people wanted to play Streets of Rage, wanted to play the Genesis, you know, just for Streets of Rage 2. Okay, so we have Max Thunder out of the out of the cover. Somebody shared with them. Is that you, Tony?
Yeah, I'm adding to your conversation there.
Okay.
But the problem, it's not showing up on the screen, unfortunately, when you pop in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I can see it though.
You can see it, but
yeah,
no one else
we can see it.
Yeah, no one else can.
But nobody else can see it though.
It just shows us and nothing else.
Listen, without Streets of Rage 2, we wouldn't have that killer soundtrack.
Oh, absolutely not.
Straight early 90s, dude.
Man.
Straight early 90s. Club music.
Club freaking music and like
90s club music.
That sound.
What I'd hear my older cousins listening to.
Listen, Yuzo Koshiro made magic with that MIDI board. The soundboard. It was like, whoa, dude.
Oh, dude. And on it, like hooked up on a sound system where that thing can bump. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting right. You're thinking about this. That right there is that Yamaha chip. That Yamaha chip and that thing, it packs a punch. People don't realize that's the people are like, oh, but the sound effects and everything. Oh, they sound so crackly and all this, dude. But you gotta understand though, when it comes to the sound though,
look. If you've got an old school Sega Genesis, and all you had was that CRT.
Yes.
To play it on, that had the crap, like some of those had really crappy old speakers. Man, get you a set of headphones and plug it into the front jack on that Sega Genesis and turn that volume up.
Why do you think
I promise?
Yeah.
I promise. It is next level when it comes to audio.
I used to play it that way when I was a kid because I was afraid my parents would hear me late at night when I wasn't supposed to be playing. So I'd use that headphone jack.
But the audio was so good because that was like a built-in DAC.
Yeah. Dude, people had to remember listen, this is old school. Those little speakers and everything that had the headphone jack in it, and for those two little speakers, and you could actually be able to like increase the volume and everything any way you want, and put it inside of these screens. They use for PCs or for at the time.
Oh, wow, you're kicking it old school, dude. Yeah,
that's old school. Yeah, that's true.
That's old school.
That's true old school right there. Yeah. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Yeah, when you hear that sound, that stereo sound, bro.
Yeah.
Wow, just wow, unbelievable.
100%.
And I tell people all the time. I said, listen, video games have come a long way. With CD sound and stuff like that. But just to be able to get sound like that out of a console that basically was running off of a smaller a video architecture. That's ridiculous.
And a cartridge with just a few little memory. How much memory was it? 1 meg, 2 megs?
Yeah.
Generally under a meg.
Under a meg. Under a meg. I mean, even NES cartridges and that thing blow my mind because there's a couple NES cartridges that said, "Wait a minute, is it even possible?" If you don't believe me, play Ninja Gaiden 3. Come back to me later. That game should never be able to be like that.
When you think of the amount of the amount of storage space that these developers had to use on these cartridges, because it was like what 512 kilobytes up to like 2 megs.
Yeah.
That 2 meg was a huge cartridge.
That is huge.
And
a 2 mega cartridge on the Sega Master System. They really
you think about what they were able to do with all these old school games and everything they were packing into that such a small little storage space. It's insane to think.
It really is.
It makes arcade ports even more impressive.
Yes.
I mean, look, people actually were bug-eyed when they were actually playing freaking Altered Beast. Listen, when I still remember this to this day, and I think I told this story once or twice. There's a place called Ronnie's Video Warehouse, not too far from where I used to live in White Plains, and I actually went there one time, and they had the Sega Genesis hooked up to a big screen. It was like right in front of the store. I guess they was trying to sell the Genesis or something. And I was looking at there, and I was looking at it, it's like, dude, did someone hook up the freaking arcade board to a TV? Because that's what I first thought. Because I played Altered Beast in the arcade, and then I walk into a store, and they had this thing on the freaking big screen. Big freaking characters with the sound effects and everything. Power up. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I was hooked. As soon as I saw that, I said, "Oh, how much is it? How much is this console?" I think it was going for $199. I think when it first.
Yeah, I believe so.
Basically $200.
It was like $200. $199.
Yeah.
Yeah, $199.
Yeah.
And I was begging Mom for it. I said, Ma, I really, really want this.
Well, that's like $700 today.
Yeah,
I can see why they flinched.
Me too.
I can see why our parents flinched.
Oh yeah, of course. And I saw that when I saw that game, I was already hooked. Rise from the grave. even though it wasn't like perfect. You know, it sounded like why is from like wave. I was like, okay, no problem. But when I was younger, it sounded like the arcade. So I was.
We didn't notice it then. We only noticed it now.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But the game, but it was everything was perfect about it. Especially when he turned into a wolf, they had that whole thing. I was like, oh, okay, yes, absolutely. I want this console. I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I begged for Mom for it every single week. That's how bad I wanted it. I was like, Mom, I really want this. Mom. Every week, Saturday to Saturday, I actually would be begging Mom for it. Begging. And then that one Christmas. Yep, absolutely. You know, Christmas morning, you're always looking, because, hey, listen, I was a believer in Santa Claus at the time, okay? Sorry for all those who are believers, but you know what? I was a believer in Santa Claus. I was writing those huge freaking Christmas lists. And
listen, I'm still wondering if I say I believe if Santa will bring me something.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. And so, and I said to myself, you know what?
For fun.
If I put the Sega Genesis as #1 item, everything else is secondary. Like basically, Genesis would be like #1, and everything else. The JCPenney, remember the JCPenney catalog back in the day? I don't know a lot of people actually know about that. The JCPenney Christmas catalog.
Oh yeah.
Every single year used to come out, come to the house, and I would go straight to the holiday toys section. And every single year. And I would go right there to the toy section and then the video game section. And they, at that time, the Sega Genesis was right there right there in bold print, showing the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo Entertainment System and all the games, and it was shown in bright colors. And I didn't even pay attention to the prices. I didn't care. All I cared about was writing it down on my list, and I was like, it's like a kid in a candy store. I was always sitting right there jotting it down on a list. And I would be writing it in cursive. I wrote it in cursive, and I wrote it in regular print. Every single year. And then that one year, I finally got myself a Sega Genesis. I guess it was a sale or something like that. I don't know what it is. But I finally got it, and man, oh man, I was so happy. And like I told you, the games that I actually got for it, I said, you know what? I was happy. And that Sega Genesis was kicking, and I was enjoying it, and all that stuff. And I forgot what happened to the Sega Genesis at the time between that. I think it was a couple of moves, and then it disappeared for some apparent reason. I had no idea what happened. I was like, "What? Where's my Genesis?" And I didn't get any straight answers. But of course, my brother from another dad, he actually got himself a Sega Genesis 2. Sega Genesis 2, and he actually got a couple of games for it. It was the X-Men, I think it was, which one was it? Oh, goodness gracious. Was it the Uncanny X-Men? Oh, it was one of the X-Men games that came out for the Genesis.
The one where you had to hit reset when you got to asteroid.
Yeah. Oh, dude, listen, I got stuck at that part. I got stuck at that part. I was sitting right there, and I was like, "What the hell am I supposed to do?" Because I saw the timer going down, and I'm like, "Dude, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?" I'm sitting right there, and I'm looking at all the places. I was jumping, and I was like, "What am I?" And then I said, "Forget it." I guess.
Talk about immersion, right? You actually have to reset the thing.
But dude. I did that. I did that by accident. Yes. No, not Children of the Atom. Children of the Atom was for Super Nintendo.
I think it was just X-Men, dude.
It was just X-Men. Yeah, I think it was just X-Men.
I think it was just called the X-Men.
Yeah. And
I believe it was just the X-Men.
Just X-Men. Now and I'm sitting right there. I'm like, I was like, I got so frustrated. I said, you know what? Screw it. And I pressed the reset button just for the hell of it. And then I saw all this writing come down and stuff like that, and I was like, you kidding me? That's what you're supposed to do? Reset the system. Dude, I don't know how brilliant that is, but that was freaking genius programming.
Yeah. Talk about immersion, man. Immersion.
So damn genius. I said, that was like a pinnacle moment at a video gaming right there. That was pinnacle. Just for the fact of seeing that, I was like, no way. How's that possible? That's freaking awesome. I was smiling. I was smiling though. I was frustrated from frustration to almost excitement in one button press. Can you believe it? Oh man, good times, bro. But anyway, like I said, getting to it. Like see what I'm talking about? The passion, the love, dude. There's so many great, amazing video games that people have passed over, and I still don't understand why people just don't get it. Like the new generation, they don't know that all the games that we are playing, it was considered indie. All the games that play that would have never existed. We were there for the video game crash. Remember the video game crash when the Atari had all those ET cartridges, and for some odd apparent reason, everything video games just completely got wiped off the shelves. Like they actually literally liquidated everything. I still remember to this day because I think my mom was gonna get me an Atari 2600 at the time. I think it was. Or was it 7800? One of the two. And didn't exist. Like they were selling them for like $25, $30 or something like that, and they were selling bundling with 10 games or something. They were trying to get rid of their stock. That's how bad it was. I got my console, the Atari 7800, on chance, because my mother was not going to get me any new console at all. And the console was bundled, the Atari 7800 was bundled with the Pole Position 2 at the time. I remember Pole Position 2. I love that game. I love it to death. I said to myself, man, I was having a blast. But all these games right there, they were like literally liquidating everything. And video games were going to be no more. But then comes Nintendo. Strutting their stuff. We got a game for you. Yeah, we got Mario Brothers. Super Mario Brothers, baby. Super Mario Brothers. Yo, Super Mario Brothers saves the freaking world.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers started a revolution.
Yes.
Don't forget, Commodore 64 held it down after the Atari crash.
Oh yeah, that's true. But
they held it down before Nintendo and Sega came out.
You're right. You're right. There's a lot of tech savvy people who actually love.
Held it down.
Yeah.
Kept it alive.
Yep.
Yep. The Commodore kept it alive in the United States, and the Spectrum kind of the Specky kind of kept it alive over in Europe and
the Spectrum
UK.
ZX. Yeah, Spectrum ZX. I remember that. Oh, the gal.
Yeah, those two systems kind of held the fort down for just a little bit while everything else was catching back up.
This one was a crash, what, 83 or something like that? That's actually when I first started playing video games, was 83, at the end of the crash.
Yeah.
There's a game you could thank for that. You could thank E.T.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I played Atari up until like, whoa, what's this Nintendo stuff?
I played E.T.
I
played E.T. when it was launched. Because my mother,
my cousin had that game.
She watched the movie, and my mother, out of her great graces, and she's like, "Oh, let's get the ET game." Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It was bad.
Let me tell you something.
It was awful.
That game, and he was very upset.
You think?
I can't imagine why.
You think, dude? That game right there should have been a capital crime. It should have been a capital crime because that game does not give you any chances whatsoever. You fall into pits just on a whim.
Listen, that game makes any LJN game for the original Nintendo look like a godsend.
Oh, pretty much. You had to mention LJN games. Oh boy.
Remember Hudson Hawk on the NES? How could you even make a game out of Hudson Hawk?
Dude, they were making so much. They were making so many just ridiculous IPs back then.
R-rated movies at the time. It was insane. It was not surprising.
They took the Nintendo and they just like threw it. It's like they were throwing out a dartboard and just to see if it would stick.
LJN, I would say, was one of the most notorious IP grabbers of the video game industry.
That X-Men game for the NES. Oh, I hated that game so much.
Yeah, that's another game that I really didn't like. It wasn't even co-op. It was like I don't know what would you call it? It's like a single player kind of Sueda. You actually have two characters and one character.
On the screen, one computer controls the character, and they don't even know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, and do you know what? And there was no such thing as AI because the computers sucked. They sucked. They didn't.
The computer usually killed himself.
Yes.
All right, wow. LJN, look at all these titles, right? They got The Karate Kid, Jaws, Friday the 13th, Back to the Future, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Nightmare on Elm Street, Beetlejuice, Bill and Ted's Excellent Video Game Adventure, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Alien 3. Wow, they ganked a lot of what were they, like Funko Pop?
Yeah, pretty much.
They bought a lot of licenses.
They were the Funko Pop. They were the Funko Pop of the freaking Nintendo. Better yet, not even Nintendo. Video game.
They had the MLB, the NFL, the WWF, and Roger Clemens.
Yeah, they had money. They had money. They threw it against the wall and saw and hoped to stick. But basically, the license alone, they sold hundreds of thousands of copies. Every single time they put the game out, and it was based off of a movie IP, if for some apparent reason, it would sell like hotcakes. Why? Because IP alone was what sold the game. People like Back in the Future, and they saw it on the cover of an NES and said, wow, this might be fun. And boy,
they had a commercial for it.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the movie.
Nothing
You're
like
what the hell?
Nothing like it. No. Not by a long shot.
Just straight garbage.
Yes. It's trash.
Trash.
They made an incredible crash test dummies game.
Oh my God, yes.
Dude, that game was from Arcade, but it was based off. I think it was based off the cartoon.
I think Acclaim actually did buy LJN. I think they did.
They did.
They purchased LJN
because they required a Spider-Man license and the X-Men license from them.
I would say a good exception. Not quite the exception, but it was pretty decent game. Spider-Man, X-Men. That came out for the Super NES. That's it's part
you mean Spider-Man and the Sinister Six?
Yes.
That game was, oh my God.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
And they did the Uncanny X-Men, the other X-Men game.
They did that one too.
Yeah.
And the Punisher.
Yeah,
they did the Punisher too.
Hey, but Punisher was decent though because they actually,
he's made for a video game, dude.
Yeah, he is.
The Punisher's made for a video game. He shoots everything. What did you do in video games back then? Shoot everything.
They had a Punisher game for the NES, and they had one on the Game Boy as well.
Yep. My gosh, man. So, but anyway, what is your opinion, Nathan? By the way, shout out to all the viewers out there. If you haven't, the first time you visited our show, hit that like and also hit that subscribe button. I mean, listen, we are fueled by you. So make sure that you come on to our show, hit that like, make us relevant, make us proud, build our audience. You are us, and we are you. Come on, we love your support. But getting back to it though, I would say that the video game industry right now, in the state it is today, they are slowly getting it, but then again,
they're not quite there.
Yeah.
They got a lot. They got a lot of work to do.
They need to
long way to
rebuild. They
go.
need to rebuild. They need to rebuild where they got started. They need to go back to where they started. Retro is the right direction. Retro is the right. I'll tell you the reason why. Because believe it or not, when it comes to retro games, the retro spectrum right now is so amazingly grown, especially when it comes to indie shops, video game shops, the mom and pop retro gaming shops. They right now are getting, they're popping up all over the place. And
The
and
retro
people,
games are going to be booming in the years to come.
for years to come.
I guarantee you.
And people don't realize that, you know, and that's what the industry's afraid of. That's the biggest fear. Can you believe it? Right now, the industry they're like, oh, we're not gonna make any money from our from players if we don't embrace the retro now. If you don't embrace the retro, see, I feel like Sony just completely lost the boat on that one. Because you know how many IPs they're sitting on right now? So many amazing IPs right now. They are like just sitting there.
Well, let's not forget. Sony was also the same company that, when asked about their vintage games or retro games, they responded with, "Who wants to play the old stuff? Who wants to play that old crap?"
Oh God, yo, who said that? Harada? Was it Harada?
Yeah,
That said that?
I believe it was.
Yeah. Well, he could suck an egg.
That didn't land well for very long.
So,
Way to alienate your fan
offense.
base, dummy.
No offense. No
Way to
offense.
alienate your fan base, you dummy.
Listen, you know how many people? You know how many years? You know how many years people have been asking for SOCOM, and they just didn't. That is right there. Is like money in the bank, and they're not. They're just not.
I want SOCOM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They don't like money and fun.
Do you remember when Capcom said that? Remember it was around the 2000s, and we haven't had a Street Fighter game since then. And then Capcom was saying to themselves, "Oh well, Street Fighter's a classic. I mean, why should we bring it back though? Because it's why ruin the classic?" And players was like, "What? And then Yoshiro Ono had to beg Capcom to please let me do Street Fighter 4. I can make this good. And they were like, "Okay, fine, go ahead." And they gave it to him. And then look what happened. Street Fighter was back.
Yeah.
Everybody loved it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why can't Sony do this?
4 was pretty good.
Look, see, what people don't realize.
I still like 4.
Oh yeah, four is still great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You know, because we're about to close up.
Sure.
The industry right now is so ripe for the picking, and it's still in its infant stages. I mean, think about it. It's still in its infant stage. This right here is transcending movies. It's transcending video and music industry. You know, it's transcending like books and novels. It's transcending everything. Video games, right? But the thing is that I don't understand is why the passion is not being amplified enough for the players who are playing these games. They're reaching out to the wrong crowds. They're not reaching out to the people who actually give a damn and play these games and love these games and actually have it in their library, and they're just, they're quacking about it all the freaking time, and say, "Oh, you gotta play this, you gotta play this," and they're actually playing it and loving it, and and giving a damn. That is something that the industry needs to get back into. The indie crowds, those are the drivers. Those are the ones that that make you love to get on your freaking PC, fire up your TV. You come home from a hard day's work, you're tired, you want to get in the shower, you get your snacky snacks, you pop into the TV, you fire up that console, and you rock it out, baby. And that's exactly what it should be about. And you're like, and then everything kind of goes away because you're right there in the game and you're loving it and you're liking it and you're like, shit, this is what I'm looking forward to all day. And you know what? I call that a effing good day. And that's exactly what it should be like. Gears of War, E-Day? God, man. That was a good day. Yesterday was a good effing day. It was a great effing day. I've never been so freaking excited. Dude, I almost felt like I was 16 again. And that says a lot because, lately I've been feeling like, But yesterday, wow. A different side of me just came out of nowhere. It was like almost that child, that childlike feeling, that bit of nostalgia that kind of is built up inside you, like when you listen to it like a music, play some music, a certain tune, or read a certain book or a certain commercial or a certain movie. It just brings that feeling back, and you almost feel like you're back to where you were when you were younger. Gears of War E-Day was it. It felt like the 360 days again, man. It is so awesome playing with my friends, playing the game. No matter if we were getting our ass kicked or we were kicking ass, it was freaking good.
Yeah.
And video games need to get back to that. And the industry needs to get back to that. And the players, you call yourself players, you need to get back to that. Influencers, you need to get back to that. Screw all that stuff. I get it. I know it's important. I get it. I get it. Keep it to a minimum. You know what you need to bring to the maximum? Your fun and freaking games. So my message to the video game industry right now: shut up and make the games fun. And that's all I got to say about that. So I'm glad, glad we had an awesome discussion of the thing. It's been awesome. Thank you for all the viewers who actually showed up tonight. You all are beautiful. Dorian, thank you very much for being a Patreon member and everything. Of course, 455 vet and everything. You are still one of our veterans as well.
He's right here.
But you are.
Hi.
Yes,
he's right here.
Yeah,
absolutely. We actually listen. If you join our Patreon right now, come on, it's only $3. $3 and everything will help build it. Support our channel. Right now, we are not a partnership with YouTube. Everything is out of pocket. It's out of my pocket, and and trust me and everything. I don't care, but I actually am doing it for you. But if you want to help me build it bigger, all it takes is you. Just go, just $3. Join our Patreon, and you will be a part of our Treble Tribe. We will put you into our Treble Wall of Fame, and you will be idolized for as long as you are a member. And of course, you get yourself an awesome freaking T-shirt. Yeah, Vet, he has one of our T-shirts, and he's riding. It says "I ride with the Treble Tribe." Absolutely. Come on now.
He doesn't just ride with us, dude.
Yeah, he is one of us.
He's one of us.
He is one of us. He is. Let me tell you something. The thing, it's so awesome being the Four Horsemen. The thing. So I'm glad you watched it, guys. If you guys like that intro and the thing, the intro is like pretty much what you call the beta. Ha! See what I did there? Of the
Best
title.
phrase.
Yeah, and then, but we're gonna add a little bit more to it. But listen, I love all of you guys. I really do. I really appreciate everything. Bring your passion. Keep your passion of video games and everything. Just help us make video games fun. Come on, let's talk about it. Have a good time with it. This is what it's about. Having a fucking good time. That's my first F-bomb of the show. All right, but anyway. Yeah, let's do our outros and everything. Let's say goodbye to our awesome players out there. Anyone can get started. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't really have much to say except good night, and I hope you enjoy your weekends and get to play some.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, it's been fun. It's been great hanging out with everybody. I agree with Tony. just go out and play something. I'm gonna jam out to some retro this weekend. Actually, might got kind of the hankering to get back on some Call of Duty Mobile, so I might hit up some of that this weekend.
Hey, Call of Duty.
I've never tried. I might try it out.
Still going. Absolutely, indeed.
I'm just first of all, thanks to everyone for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it, and glad I was able to spend it with you guys. And yeah, and as for the show, it was great talking, discussing this. You know, games are supposed to be fun, not drama. You know, it's unfortunate we have so much of it in this industry, which sucks nowadays. But we'll just continue to have fun. But now you guys are mentioning retro. I'm probably gonna pull out the Saturn and catch up with some old stuff.
Yes, nice. Saturn time, baby. Woo!
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Talking about all this, definitely, I've got a list of games now on my desktop that I'm gonna have to mess with.
I bet it's huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Listen, let me see. Listen, our passion is our power. We actually have enough. You know, right now we have a lot of good things to look forward to. We have a lot of big plans going on. The holidays are creeping up on us. Amazing games are coming out in the future. Gears of War E-Day is almost among us. Almost
October.
Yes, absolutely. And then of course you have the Wolverine. The people who actually checking that out. And
Only Musha, Way of the
Sword.
And Metal Gear Collection 2.
Yep. Oh my God, so many amazing games, so little time. But you know what? We just gotta make the time. Anyway, guys, you know, thank you very much for joining with us and everything. And of course, join us every Friday and Sunday night. We usually start around 9 p.m. between 8:30 and 9 p.m. We sometimes switch it up once in a while. And of course, just join with us and everything. You interact. Don't be shy. If you're sitting right there and you're listening into your car, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you guys decide to watch our show, you know, join and interact with us and everything. It doesn't cost much and everything to join in. And of course, subscribe to our channel, you know, and also make sure that you hit that like button and also share our videos. That helps our algorithm. It helps us channel big time. And you know, that's if you want our channel to grow, if you could just do that enough, that will actually pull our numbers big. And we want to get part of that partnership. The partnership, and I think will help us grow too. So
yeah, remember, likes and subbing and sharing are free. Okay,
it's absolutely free. You don't, I mean, if you don't want to join our Patreon, that's fine. But but at least subscribe to us. You know, that would be great. And hit the like button as well. Now, with that, I'm just going to say, keep on playing, keep on leveling up, and have yourself an awesome weekend. And we will see you next time on the next episode of Gaming Trouble. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
See ya.
Have a good weekend.
Wubba wubba. Like Terry Bogard.
I just hope it's not 150 degrees this weekend.